Greetings. Greetings to you, the lovely, amazing, beautiful people that are tuned in right now. And guess what? I cannot limit this to only my Guyanese audience because I understand that I have persons from around the globe that tunes into me. So I have to say welcome to everyone. While my message is tailored for the Guyanese audience and the Guyanese people, there are a lot of people around the world that can identify with most of what I say on the show. And they can see themselves in the capacity as the victim as it relates to the situation that plagues that beautiful country, that awesome community we call the Guyanese family by extension. I'm Dr. Love Prasad, and today I come to you not with joy. I come to you in the capacity as a human being, first. Secondly, as a father to children, both boys and girls, as a brother to sisters, as a man to a woman, as a son to a mother, as a member of a community, of a citizen, as a citizen of a country. I come to you. And I want you to understand that all the value that we aspire to uphold, all the moral decency that we want to attach or associate ourselves to, the pride that we can call our inspiration, or what drives us, it is something that is shared throughout. It is not limited to a religious sect. It is not limited to a cultural group or a racial identity. Being decent, being a good citizen, being a good human is a sentiment that is shared by almost all of humanity. Those who find themselves as victims of the opposite, I am sure that they would have regret that fact of their life, and they would have regretted being associated with the actions of people who are just social parasites. I've called on many occasions. I brutally chastise the character of the person who held at the time the Ministry of Home Affairs of Guyana, Robertson Ben, because of all of the atrocities that were visited on, more particularly, the women of Guyana. It hurt my heart. It hurt my heart. I've said on many occasions, sticks and stones can do you harm unless the words that people are directing at you, unless those words are by way of a command, therein they are inspiring other people to harm you by their actions, unless that is the intent of the words that are used against you. The only thing that should be an issue is sticks and stones, unless the words that are used by other people affect your ability to earn a living. What justifies, on the basis of what someone may say, what justifies killing that person? We have a court of law in Guyana. There are constant lawsuits being filed against people for malicious statements, for being held liable. The court deals with that. It is better if someone says something to the detriment of your character or to the detriment of the content of your business, and you take that person to court and you are awarded judgment in how much millions of hundreds of millions. Isn't it better to punish the person who would have hurt you with their words by making them pay financially than to commit yourself to the possibility of losing your life or your future pursuing that person to cause physical harm to that person? Which is better? If someone tells you that you're ugly, and by virtue of that person telling you that you're ugly, causes you pain and hurt and depression, wouldn't it be better to take that person to court and sue them for pain they cause you than to approach that person and use a knife or a weapon and inflict a wound, a life-threatening, possibly causing the death of that individual because of what they said? Which is better? The money part, right? That's how you make people pay. You hurt them where it cost them money. If you want to get even, the best way to get even is suing them, but not to pursue violent act or direct or sponsor violent act against someone if they say something you don't like or against your person. I called upon the government then of President Irfaan Ali long before the elections, since the days of the Doubleday Hotel, and before that. Hence my call, because of the inability, the inefficiency, and the poor performance of countless Home Affairs ministers in keeping Guyanese safe, in stopping crime, in getting rid of all the illegal weapons. Because of that failure, I embraced the conviction that I could do better if I had the chance of running that ministry, that I could do better, that I can keep the women and children of Guyana safe. It is because of the failures of the others. I don't care what your racial identity is. I don't care if you are from the ghetto or from the upscale neighborhoods. I don't care if you are a primary school dropout or a PhD graduate. I don't care if you are a hustler on the street, legal hustler on the street. I don't even care if you are a prostitute. There is no justification for you to be pursued for whatever reason, which will result in your death. The law has to decide If your actions was criminal against another person by way of your words, it's the law that has to determine that, not the person to whom you directed your speech to. They're not the law. They cannot determine whether you were criminal negligent in your words against them, and if by virtue of that, the punishment is death. The law decides that, not individuals. Over and over, when we have to, as a country, celebrate something as beautiful as the re-election of the man that we embrace, admire, and approved of his work, when we are supposed to, as a country, celebrate that because his victory reflected a large percentage, over 50% of the population, we have all of these other distractions: murder, attempted murder, violence against women, violence against children, burglary. All of this we have. We cannot just for once live in a society where one day is immune from crime and criminals. One day. That we can breathe in that it's possible. It's possible to wake up today and not expecting anything criminal. It is possible. But can we just experience it? Can we experience it? Then we know it's possible. I don't care what you look like. I don't care how ghetto you are with your words. I don't care how insulting you are. Nothing you say to me, say, that can push me to the point where I would hire someone or pursue you myself to the point of wanting to kill you. Nothing you can say to get me to that point. You are not that special. My enemies, my critics are not that special to get me to go down to that level of the mud, of the dog shit mud, to want to commit a crime against them just because of what they say. They're not that special. They're not. I have called and asked and begged over and over and over again. Now I'm going to talk directly to the president. This is on you. The crime that has occurred during the time of your win to your inauguration, President Ali, it's on you. I don't care who incites violence. I don't care if it's the ghetto or some foreigner, some illegal immigrant was paid the money to say, hey, drive by and shoot this person or do this. I don't care who it is. The fact that it happened and continues to happen in your administration, President Ali, it's on you. If you realize in the first 6 months, gun crimes didn't go down, you call the crime chief and you give him a warning. If after a year it doesn't go down, you fire the crime chief. All the persons that are tasked with the responsibility of cleaning the streets with guns and dangerous weapons, they should have been fired the first 2 years of your administration. You fire them. Keep changing them until you get it right. Keep changing them. Crime doesn't pay. It shouldn't even pay for the criminals who commit it. Crime must cost them because crime continues to cost your people. You are the father of the nation. Every person that is gunned down is your child as the father of the nation. Every woman that is gunned down is your daughter. You are the father of the nation. That's how you see it. It should hurt that much. It should hurt that much. How much time was spent on the criminal activities on the campaign trail? How many of you politicians talked about it? None of you. One statement and you're done. None of you expressively expounded on that disease in the Guyanese community. None of you, not even you, President Ali. All we hear about infrastructure, this, grants, this, yes, yes, yes. But if the people are killed because of crime, if the people are afraid to come out of their homes, if the people are afraid to enjoy the society of the country, what's the point in making Guyana a paradise when the citizens are living in hell? What is the point? Could it be that the large portion of the people who did not come out to vote didn't come out because they were scared of their lives? Because they didn't know what will happen? They didn't want to risk giving that gift? Their safety mattered? Could it not be that's the reason why they decide to stay home? We are in 2025. Don't tell me this is not possible. You have countries like China, European countries, where you have hundreds of millions of citizens, but you don't have crime via weapons like that. You may have, but look what happens to the criminals who risk it. A small population like Guyana, not even 1 million, and every day is something. When you peddle these narratives that the police are corrupt, that this is corrupt or that is corrupt, that is what the criminals want to hear. Those who commit crime, they want to know that the police is corrupt. So when they commit their crimes and the police come to find them, they know, well, as long as we have a sponsor, we have some money, we can just pay these guys. And I don't want to hear there has been a reduction in violent crimes. Where is the evidence of that? Where is the evidence that there has been a reduction? Saying it is not the evidence. The citizens must be the one to say, yes, we feel safer now than we felt in 2015, 2020. But who is saying it? People can say whatever they have to say on social media. They have to do what they have to do to get their traffic, to hold their audience. All these people who are talking stuff, this Lola woman, all the people, they know that their audience like to hear them talk like that. This tough girl, ghetto girl, bad girl kind of thing. They know their audience like that. And for them to keep their audience wanting to hear more, they come online with a 30-second or 60-second video make some threats and cuss out whoever, and that's it. Their audience are happy. Oh, she talked about this one. She talked about that one. Isn't that the same way it was when social media didn't exist? Girls in school would gossip about the other girl. They would share a paper around and talk about how this other girl, her breath smells, or she sucked some guy's penis, or whatever it is. Isn't that how it was? Now they do it on social media. What's the difference? Who are you that if somebody talks something bad about you, that you know may very well be true, who are you to think that you deserve that person's life? That that person should pay with their life because of what they say about you? Who are you? I don't have to know that Lola woman personally. I don't want to know her personally. I don't mix with the ghetto. I criticize, I condemn the actions of the ghetto. I don't want to know what happens in the ghetto. The ghetto have a way of telling you what happens in the ghetto. But that stuff there, where a man can just ride up with a motorcycle, practically when the place is, people are still up. The fact that he knows there are scammers everywhere, he really got to be stupid, an idiot, to ride up on a motorcycle, to lure someone, to stalk someone, wait until they park wherever and drive right up, park the bike, got off the bike, fixed himself, walked to the person's vehicle, and opened fire with intent to murder the person, then jog back to his bike, frantically trying to. Minutes passed, and he just rode off. The fact that he could do that, President Ali, you failed when it comes to keeping the Guyanese safe. You failed. You failed, Granger failed, Jagdeo failed, Hoyt failed. Failed. Hoyt failed and was so embarrassed about his failure that what he did to harshly deal with crime, he brought the death penalty, capital punishment. You want to kill people, then the state is going to kill you. A lot of stuff happened. Then you have these human rights. They come in, and in their mind, even the criminals deserve the chance to live after they would have taken the lives of other people. Even the criminals should have a chance to live so they can be rehabilitated, regret the fact that they took the life of someone else. The human rights came out, and all the others, by pressures from the West, and mind you, there are many states in America that has capital punishment, and they don't play when it comes to killing criminals and murderers. They don't play. And that's the United States of America. The African continent, Venezuela, Russia, China, you name the countries, they have capital punishment. Why do you seem to love criminals that much that you don't think they deserve to die after they killed someone? Why don't you love the victims who would have left children, family members, a good job? Why don't you love them? That anyone who makes the attempt to take the life of another person should know before they get caught that after they get caught, they will have the death penalty. They will die. Isn't that reasonable? Isn't that better? All the hype is over. Elections is done. You win. Congratulations. Now, President Ali, can you fix it? Stop putting losers in ministries. If you're going to have commissioners of police, have real men. Real men. You're going to have people head certain departments in the police force. Have real men who hate criminals, who just want to kill criminals. Have men like that. If you're going to put a home affairs minister there, for heaven's sake, have a minister who would have had a traumatic life by the hands of criminals. You know, when they have certain positions available in certain companies, like when they have to pick jurors for a court case, it's usually better to have somebody who can identify with the crimes of the victim they have to judge, so they can have a sense of empathy for the persons who suffered. If you're going to have a home affairs minister, can you put somebody who at least hates criminals, hates crime, who want to kill criminals? Can you put somebody there? Put a minister who can order the police to people like that man who used his motorcycle and go and shot that woman with intent to kill her. Can you put police, give the police orders, put a minister who can give the police order to pursue that criminal, find out who he is, where he is, and judge him on spot? Don't waste the court's time. Judge him on spot. If he was so brazen and he has no value for his life, that he wanted to take somebody else's life, can you let the Home Affairs Minister give the police the order to take his life on the spot? That is what I'm saying. I'm saying the criminals should be treated the same way they treated their victim. If you identify who this man is that almost murdered that woman, and you hear what I said, let me make it clear again. Okay? This Lola woman, whatever beef that you like to say that she may have had with whichever other woman, that does not warrant, if the other woman allegedly sent somebody to murder this woman, doesn't warrant that. The person who pulled the trigger and the person who ordered the hit, if that is what happened, both of them should face the death penalty. I repeat, if you order the hit on somebody and that hit was executed, and the person is caught who executed the hit, that person and whoever hired him must both face the death penalty. No life imprisonment. Kill them. Do you understand what I'm saying? I want you, President Ali, now that you have the majority of the parliament, you don't need the opposition. Pass the law to enforce capital punishment, and I decide this whole show to deal with just that. This is a new day, a new year in your new administration. I, Dr. Love Prasad, I love women. Yes, because women offer something that there is nothing else in this world, nothing can mirror, parallel, or equate that. One, they offer a continuity in the human family. They continue the generation. They make us men proud by giving us children. That's the first thing. The second thing, the vagina. No, it wouldn't sound good if I say that. I'll say that the pussy. I'm serious. I swear to you. The pussy. The oh my gosh, I can't explain. I can't explain to you the joy, the sweetness, the beauty. Oh, the amazing. I can't explain to you that that woman's vagina offers. It's fucking beautiful. It's pleasurable just talking about it. That vagina, and with my energy, in my wisdom, I am saying to you, President Ali, protect, protect those two things, the womb and the vagina. If these thugs, these criminals for hire, keeps killing our women, you're fucking with my sex life. Okay? Because if there are no women, I can't have sex. I can't get that pleasure. And I would not sacrifice that for nothing. I wouldn't sacrifice that for nothing. I need you, President, to protect my pleasure. And that's women. Women are my pleasure. Protect them. Because the day will come. The PNC didn't do it. We had a military boss, Granger. He didn't do it. And now with your past 5 years, it didn't stop. And on the time of your inauguration, the criminals just felt they want to make a statement to go and attempt to kill a woman. I can't have that. I can't have that. I am saying, hunt the fucker down and kill him. Hunt him down and shoot him on sight. That's what I'm saying. Protect our women. Men can't parent children. Men can't parent children. We need women for that. We need mothers for that. Whoever you're going to put as Home Affairs Minister, put a radical. We don't want no church boy. We don't want that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear that shit. You want a criminal to fight criminals? Put a politician who's a criminal who hates criminals. I want to see the days when the cops will go anywhere freely, kick the damn door down, Go and search and find the illegal firearm, and whoever lives in that house, arrest all of them. Go and find the drugs to stop the cars on the road as they drive. Now you have to stop motorcycles as well. Stop the motorcycles. If you see them riding with what do you call them thing? The hoodies with their faces covered, there's no pandemic. You stop them. You have your fingerprint checker. You fingerprint them immediately. Scan them to see if there's something there on their name. Search their person. Search their motorcycles. Find out where they live. Spy in the neighborhoods. Plant your mole in the neighborhoods. Let them infiltrate these so-called gangs and kill them. That's what I'm saying. Hunt the gangs down. Hunt them down. And if they put up a resistance, finish them. That's what I'm saying. This shit has to stop. That is the newfound weapon now. These cowards, these chicken, because the women now have become men. So the men can't go fist to fist. No, the women will beat their asses. All these fucking gay guys now, they're playing tough and gangster. They can't fight women hand to hand. They got to take out their gun and want to slap women with their guns. They have to sneak up. Fucking coward, like a cat. Sneak up and jump the people. Those homosexuals. Finish them. Okay? This nonsense got to stop. 2025. You're building a beautiful country. What's beauty about it when these crimes continue to persist? I am sure the cops know where these criminals are and where to find them. I am sure they do. Cops always know where these criminals are. Because a lot of these people who are police officers, they came out of those ghettos and they decide to accept and follow the law. So they know their friends and their relatives and their buddy and their neighbor. They know who the criminals are. They know. Give the cops incentives for catching the criminals. Give them incentives. Double their salary. Pay them more. Let them get incentives for every criminal that they catch. You have to, man. I'm exhausted. I have no patience for crime. If a criminal decides to take a weapon, be it a knife, whatever means the person decides to pursue to cause bodily harm or to cause death to the other person, I am saying put that suspect to death. If they want to kill other people, then just kill them. They have no reason to live. They hate life. So just help them out. Help them out. They don't want to live. Why are you pushing them to live? Why are you sending them to prison? They don't want to live. That's why they killed other people. Kill them. The society must be rid of these elements. Because when you just give them bail, you put them on bail, and usually how much is it? 200,000? Yeah. When they beat up on women, you give them bail. When they attempt to kill someone, you put them on bail. When they go and they rob, you put them on bail. Or if you put them in prison, they get a light sentence. After 2-3 years, they're out. And they're out to impregnate somebody's daughter with that defiled, evil seed to bring forth a child who may very well grow up to continue the legacy of their criminal father. Who are the people now committing crimes? 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds. They're the ones committing crimes. And you do a background check on them, you realize that their fathers were criminals too, or their mothers. I need to protect Guyanese women. Okay? I don't want to hear violence against women. I want to hear those who commit violence against women will face the death penalty. Don't deal with the symptoms of the problem. Deal with the root of the problem. The symptoms is to jail criminals. If you want to root out crime, you have to kill the criminals. That's how you root crime. You want to get rid of crime, you have to kill the criminals. You want to deal with the symptoms, you arrest them, put them on bail, give them a light sentence. That's the symptoms. Then when they're out, they realize time passes fast when you're in prison, so they go commit more crime. I am saying, I am advocating, I am pushing that the government pass reasonable legislations as it regards to the protection of our women and our children. Men can protect themselves. Men aren't stupid. A man knows if he approaches another man, he knows that he can lose his life in the process. So he's clever. If men want to approach other men, what do? They go with 5 against 1. It's never 1-to-1. 5 and the 5, they go with guns. They drive by. That's how men approach other men. Drive-by shooting. Cowards. Otherwise to that, they know what they're risking. If a man alone walks up to another man to confront him, hand to hand, he knows what he's risking. Cowards, losers, bisexual men sneak up on other people and jump them with a weapon. Gay men do that. Straight men deal with the issue. They confront you. They talk it out. Straight men do that. So that man who snuck up on that woman and attempted to murder her, that's a gay guy, or homosexual. He wants to go to prison so he can be at home, heaven, find all the dicks he can get. Don't give him a chance to do that. Take him out. Now, what would the ERC say? That Dr. Love is calling for the assassination of criminals? Yes, I'm calling on the police force to assassinate the criminals. That's what I'm doing. I'm saying President Irfaan Ali put a minister of Home Affairs who's willing to break the rules. Break the rules as in give the power to the police to, when they pursue people who commit crimes of that nature, and they have the information that this is the suspect, all the evidence is there that this is the person who attempted to murder this person, who actually killed someone, take them out. Yes, they're terrorists, right? That's what that's how you treat terrorists. You see what Donald Trump did the other day? The president of America is suspected, not confirmed, is suspected both smuggling drugs en route to the mainland America with 11 people. That boat could have had teenagers, women, you never know. But 11 people, they identify 11 human beings there. They couldn't tell the sex of the people, but they said 11. Could very well be something else in that boat, but they estimate that that's what the boat was carrying. You see what they did? They didn't approach the boat. They had the means to do it. They could have stopped the boat, took the people, searched the boat, verified they were carrying drugs, arrest them. They could have done all of that. But they were tired of doing all of that. It didn't help. Because when you arrest them, then you have to deal with their lawyers, the court system. You have to deal with these protests. No, they didn't want that. They sent the message out that, hey, we are in your waters. We are here to fight drugs and the cartel. That's what we're here for. If we suspect that you are going on your way to our country carrying drugs, we are not going to stop you to interrogate you. We're going to shoot you the fuck out of the water. We're going to kill you. America, for drugs. Just for drugs. Look at what they did. And you have these thugs murdering our women, murdering our children, and you want to arrest them, to pass them through a court of law, to try them? What the fuck is wrong with you? The Big Apple, the America who's pushing and like to talk about human rights and justice and all these kinds of moral. Look at what they did. They bombed a boat carrying 11 people. So you tell me that I'm calling for violence against criminals, then I'll point you to America. I'll point you to them. They're killing criminals. They're shooting them on sight because they are tired of it. They're exhausted. I'm exhausted too. If Trump is exhausted, I'm exhausted. Trump is ridding these boroughs, these cities, these places in America of crime. He's ridding it. He's getting rid of it. He's killing the criminals. He's getting them. Why can't we do that in Guyana? Who's criticizing Donald Trump? Nobody. Why can't we do that in Guyana? Why can't we do the same thing? Get the soldier, get the military to go on the street, go in all the ghettos. You know where they are. Go into the ghettos. Let the military and the police spread out in the ghetto every day and search any house they suspect that may have illegal weapons or drugs. Why can't the military do that? Other countries are doing it. What is wrong with Guyana? What is wrong with Guyana? Elections is over. You don't need to slime anymore to get votes. You win. Elections is over. Get the criminals, get the guns off the street. If you suspect that these Venezuelans are bringing the guns, arrest them too. Deport them. Send them back. But this need to stop. I want to see Guyanese women protected. Let them cuss who they want on social media. Let them say whatever they want on social media. If somebody don't like it, take them to court. If you don't like what they're saying, if they're cussing you, if it's a woman and she's cussing you, tell you that your dick is too small and it makes you feel bad, you feel like, oh my God, she's talking about my dick. If you're so chicken, you can't deal with it, take her to court. Let the court decide her punishment. If a woman is cussing another woman, that's what women do. You live in the ghetto, you shall be stained like the ghetto. That's what women do. Ghetto women, that's what they do. They cuss each other. But if you're going to go to that extent, to want to set somebody up, hire some thug to take them out. I repeat, on this issue, with that woman they attempted to murder that woman. I repeat, Whoever is responsible, if somebody paid that man to go and kill that woman, when you find that man, he must confess who paid him. Then you find the person who paid him, and you verify that that is in fact the person who paid him. They both of them should face the death penalty. The state should sentence both individuals, the perpetrator and the boss of the perpetrator. They both should die. The state should kill them, both of them. If there are other people involved, whoever was involved, they all should face the death penalty. You want to stop crime? Kill the criminals. That's how you stop the crime. When they go and they rob stores, when they go and they pick the pockets of people, you know the pickpockets, they like to pick pockets and grabbing people's chains. When they're caught in the act, you start chopping off their fingers. The hand that they commit the act with, you start chopping their fingers off. So every time they look at their hand, they'll be reminded as to why they lost their fingers. When they attack people with this machete and they want to inflict bodily harm, chop off their arms. Chop it off. Treat the criminal to the same level of brutality that they treated their victims. I said again, give the Guyanese police the authority to go anywhere they suspect crime is and criminals are hiding, barricade the area, kick whatever doors they need to kick down, turn over whatever mattress, do whatever they have to do to get the weapons, dig up the yard, whatever they have to do, get the weapons. And wherever the weapons are found, arrest all the people there. All of them. Whoever the criminals are. I want this to sink in. It must sink in deep. Mr. President, your government should push for legislation regarding crime. Enough with the drones. Enough with the technology in solving crime. That bullshit wouldn't work. You need the police, the manpower of the police to go out and grab these criminals and fucking kill them. That's what you need the police to do. Go grab them, not drones. Give the police some big guns, big ass guns. Take some of the oil money, take some of the money for the oil and invest it in guns, arms, weapons for the police. Militarize the police force. Make it into a paramilitary, an army. Give the police military status so they can go in and declare war against criminals. War against criminals. And that man who attempted to murder that woman and all the other men who have murdered women in the past month or so, and you haven't arrested them yet, give the police the order to go and find them. I'm asking the mothers, the girlfriends, and the sisters of these criminals, give them up. Give them up. Snitch on them. Let the law know who they are and where they are. Because if you don't do that, and somebody else snitch on them and say, hey, that criminal who did this is living in that house, but he has a big gun, and the cops come to get him, your dumbass could go down as well. Because when they start to open fire on that building and you're inside, because you want to be a good girlfriend, or a good mother, or a good sister, and you have not reported on the crimes of your relative or your boyfriend in the gunfight, you can get sucked into it. So save your life, save yourself, save your future. Give up the criminals. The people who you know committed crimes, give them up and save your own self. You don't want to be in a society like that because you could have been that Lola woman. You could have been that Chinese that they robbed. You could have been that Indian or the Indo-Guyanese that they're harassing and they stole from. You could have been that person too. Would you like that to happen to you? No, you wouldn't. So be a good citizen. Be a decent citizen. You talk about God. You talk about God. Good. Feel for your fellow citizen. Don't allow these things. I don't care what I don't listen. The people who are saying on social media that they're happy, this woman, whatever. I said, I don't care what she said, who she cussed. She could be a prostitute, she could be whatever. I don't give a fuck. My point is, nobody deserves to die at the hands of a hired gun like that. While she's still alive, I'm referring to other persons in the past who lost their lives. Those women who died because their ex had a small dick and couldn't take the fact that they didn't want them anymore. They killed those women. The fact that this Indian woman who was murdered by her ex-black boyfriend and who shot the kid. Yeah, I'm talking for all those victims. And I'm saying, if you know the perpetrators, don't hide them. Give them up to the police. Because you could be next. Give them up to the police. We need to have stability in that country. I need to have a Guyana where crime doesn't exist. Not crime about fighting in the neighborhood, crime about women and men beating their women. No crime. It is possible. Look around the world. It is possible. There are many countries that don't have these issues. And those countries have multi-ethnic, they're multi-polarized. They don't have these problems. Why? Because they have strict laws. They have patriotic politicians. They have law-abiding governments. This is why they don't have crime. All Guyana needs is law-abiding governments that don't profit from crime. Put people in place who actually loves the law. Protect my pleasure. The women of Guyana, women in general, are my pleasure. Don't fuck with that pussy. Don't fuck with that womb. The men who want to destroy those women, every woman that they kill, every woman that they murder, that woman can make 5, 6, 10 children. That is an addition to the country. That is population growth. You have countries that are suffering right now. Greece is dying. Greece aren't making babies. The women in Greece can't afford to get pregnant. Japan is dying. The women there can't afford to get pregnant. The men are not producing good sperm. They are protecting their women because they want to protect the human population. And you have young, attractive, healthy Guyanese women, and they can't feel safe. They can't be free to cuss whoever they want. All you do is switch the video. Don't click on it. They can't be free to entertain themselves. If they want to be a bitch, so what? It's their body. They want to song like a slut, so what? It's their life. That doesn't justify killing anyone. It doesn't justify that. Protect the population of Guyana. Guyana has less than 1 million. For the size of that country, you need at least 5 million. For Guyana to, in the next 10 years, reach 1 million people, it means we have to protect our women, our young children. We have to protect them. Anytime men raise their hand against a woman, that man should be arrested and jailed. If a man kills a woman, he should be killed by the state. The government should kill him. If he injures a woman, he should have life in prison. You don't need him to get her pregnant. There are other men who could do that. We need the women. We need to keep our women alive and keep them safe and keep them well, because we need to increase our population. Guyana needs more people, less criminals. So if the men want to be criminals, then kill them out. But save the women. Because you don't need much men to impregnate women. One man can impregnate 50 women. So if the rest of them don't want to get a job, they don't want to contribute to the society, they don't want to be a part of the development, they don't want to be a part of the growth, they have no ambition, no inspiration, no future, they are dumb, they're stupid, and they are criminally oriented. If those men are like that, then kill them out. We don't need them, because that's the sperm they'll be putting in that nice, decent woman. We don't need that kind of baby to be born from men like that. Get rid of them. The few that can be left will impregnate the many women, and we'll have good babies, great citizens. That's what you want. You want good genes. And good genes comes from good men. Decent, law-abiding men, men who are progressive, ambitious, smart, intelligent. Those men have good genes. We can keep them alive, protect them. But you can kill the criminals. They're not important. Don't even jail them. It's cost too much to imprison them. Just kill them. That's what you do. Before I sign off today, all the people who think that I shouldn't be calling for the execution of criminals, you better wish that those criminals don't visit your home. If they visit your home, or somebody close to you suffers by the hand of a criminal, then you will know what it feels like. And then you're going to stand with me to kill the criminals. But until then, ask yourself the question, why should you give criminals a second chance? Ask yourself the question, why? The only reason you will say why is if that criminal is black and you are black and the victim is Indo-Guyanese or some other race. But if the criminal is Indo-Guyanese and the victim is black, you as a black person would never say, give them a second chance. You would say, kill the criminal. This shouldn't be a racial thing. This should be a human thing. And the human thing is, I don't care who the criminal is. I don't care what the criminal's identity is. I don't care. If you are willing to commit crime against a woman or a child, you deserve to die. The state, the government should kill you. If you're going to kill a woman or a child, the government should kill you. I don't care who the fuck you are, whatever racial identity you have. If you want to do that, you're messing with Guyana's future. The most valuable asset in Guyana is not the oil, it's the women and the children. They are the valuable asset. And if you can't give them justice, fuck the oil. We can survive without it. We recently got it, right? Didn't we? From independence to now, the oil is like 6 years, 6 years now, isn't it? Guyana exists 50 something. So we can survive without oil, but we can't survive without our women and our children. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to be good here. I'm trying to sound decent, but there comes a time when I can't control. I have to say it. I can't sit and talk like a churchy. Oh, Jesus said, leave them to God. Fuck all of that nonsense. Leave them to God when they die. But while they live and they commit crime, leave them to the state. And the state should kill the criminals who kill people. The state should do it. The government should do it. So you keep fucking around people. Keep killing people. Keep committing your crime. Keep your robbing. Keep your violence. You keep doing it. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue to call for the state to kill the criminals. You keep killing people. You keep murdering and doing your drive-by, like in the movies. You want to be a thug? Keep doing that. And I wouldn't stop until I get what I want. And what I want is the death penalty, capital punishment, to come back. I want that to be enforced. I want the cops to gun down the criminals and fucking kill them. That's what I want. So you keep terrorizing people. Keep putting your hits. You keep doing that. Let's see what happens. I'm trying not to get angry. I'm trying to be calm. I'm really trying to be calm here. And those who are talking about she's a provocator, she likes to provoke people. Everybody likes to provoke people. Everybody does. Your kids provoke you too, right? Don't your kids provoke you? Your children provoke you, right? For the fellas, your wife don't provoke you? Your girlfriend don't provoke you? Don't she tell you things to hurt you? Don't your wife tell you things to hurt you? Mothers are calling their daughters bitches. Fathers are calling their daughters sluts. That's provoking, right? Everybody provokes everybody. So if everybody goes around killing people because they provoke them, what society would we have? That's why we have a mouth. We have a mouth that we talk. Your tongue can be your destruction or your blessings. But we have laws. If we didn't have laws, only the strong will survive. Because all the weak people who like to talk, the strong will kill them out. We have laws to protect freedom of speech. If the speech gets too dirty, go to the courts. But you ain't special to think that because somebody talks something about you or against you, that you are so special, that person should die because they said something about you. Fuck you. If I knew personally who these people are, who like to put hit on people, who like to say, yeah, you can't talk, I'm this, if I knew who I would call your names. I would say things myself. You are nothing. You're zero. You're nothing. You're mud. You're cow's shit. No, cow's dung is good. You're the shit of the dogs. You are nothing that nobody can talk about you. Nothing. Your Bible says it. Look what they talk about your Jesus. Look what they talk about your Jesus. And he don't bother with it. He didn't bother with it then. Who the fuck are you? Nobody can say anything about you. Who are you? The fact that you are willing to conspire to destroy somebody's home, destroy their life, destroy their family, take their lives, the fact that you are willing to conspire to plan that, you are a low life. You are a low life. You are a roach. You are a rat. You are a low life. You are terrible, nasty. And that's what I'm saying. Anybody who conspires to injure, if it's a robbery they plan, if it's a murder they plan, anybody, if you get the culprits and you find out who was behind it, all of them should face the justice system. And if it involves murder, they should all be killed by the state. Drain the swamp. My blood pressure is okay. I exercise. I can get angry, but my blood pressure is good. Crime makes me angry. And you folks should know that. I don't fuck with crime. Anytime you have issues like people killing people and criminals, no, no. No. Then you get on my other side. Then you get on my other side. I don't mess with that. I don't mess with that. President Ali, this is on you. Fix it. Keep the women of Guyana safe. Keep Guyanese women safe. No matter who they are, no matter who they are, they voted for you. Your victory, sir, came largely by Guyanese women, all races. All races. The majority of the people who voted for the PPPC are women. Guyanese women. I need to emphasize that. They are your priority. Keep them safe because you have 2030 coming and you need their votes. Keep them safe. And if you have to kill the men who want to kill the women, bless you. Bless you. But keep the women safe. The children will grow up to vote for you too. If they see how you are protecting their mothers, you get the children. Keep them safe. Until next time, this is Dr. Love Prasad saying, thanks for your help, your support, your love. And again, I haven't said it for a while, but your love gift is what keeps me going. Send your love gift today so we can continue the fight. If you don't know how to do that, the number on my profile picture, 831. Okay, the number is there. Take that number, send an app or text, and I'll tell you how you can make that donation, that love gift donation. This job must continue. I need to serve you. And like I said before, I'm a straight man. I like pussy. I love women. So when you're fucking with women, fucking with me. I don't care who they are. You don't fuck with women. Then I have a problem with that because you're messing with my pleasure. That's my pleasure. Yes. Don't fuck with that. Until next time. Share this video. Get the message out. And yes, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click. How do you do it? Yes, you just press the thing there. If you see subscribe, when you see subscribe, just click on that. Just put subscribe. Click. I didn't even know how you do this stuff. But subscribe to the channel. And on TikTok, follow me on TikTok. Don't bother too much with Facebook. They're going to shut me again down there, so don't bother with that. But here, subscribe to the YouTube, and TikTok, you can follow me there, subscribe. But click on the subscribe button on your phone. You just click subscribe. Yeah, just press it. That's it. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Thank you.